This Friday is Red Nose Day, and I'd like to introduce you to Ladybird. This year there are 9 different noses you can get. So this is Ladybird. I don't have all 9. This one, oh, if it's going to fit my nose, there we go. This one is Daisy. Isn't she pretty? And this one is called the Chief. As I said, there's 9 of them to collect if you want to try and get them all, but when you buy the box with the red nose in it, you don't know what's inside. So you could end up with multiple of the same kind. Comic relief has never been one of my favourite events because I'm not particularly fond of comedians watching or listening to them. I would never think to put that on television or to go and see a show that involved a comedian. It's just not my cup of tea. And I know what you're all thinking, what a bore. What a bore she is not enjoying comedians. But it doesn't stop me donating to this very, very worthwhile charity. And also when you just think of the excitement and the fun that the people who take part in it are involved in, they give of their time freely, and also the people who get so much fun and excitement from watching what's going on. So it is a great cause, and of course we raise money for a very good charity. But let's remind ourselves a little bit about Comic Relief and Red Nose Day, because as the generations come through, sometimes it gets lost as to why it was started in the first place. So it's a British charity, founded, believe it or not, in 1985. I couldn't believe it was that old, but 1985. And it was Richard Curtis, who's a comedy writer, script writer, and comedian Lenny Henry. And the concept was to get British comedians to perform and to make the public laugh while raising funds to help people around the world, but also in the United Kingdom. The highlight of Comic Relief's appeal is the Red Nose Day, which is this coming Friday. It's a biennial telethon held in March, and it alternates with its sister project, Sports Relief. And the first live fundraising event was held on the 4th of April, 1986. I remember that. And it featured comedians and pop stars including Rowan Atkinson, Billy Connolly, Stephen Fry, Kate Bush, and of course founder Lenny Henry. It's, as I said, it's very prominent. It's between Sports Relief and Comic Relief being classed in as one. The other big event, of course, that's held every year is Children in Need. They are the 2 of the biggest that go on. And between Comic Relief and Red Nose Day and Sports Relief, the appeal has raised in excess of £1.4 billion. Billion pounds. And of course, it was all started because of the crisis in Ethiopia, which I'm sure many of us remember vividly, those images that we saw on television. However, Red Nose is going green. Not literally. We'll still always have our red noses. Who have I picked up here? I picked Daisy up, and then we'll stick her back on so you can see her. Yeah, so when I say they're going green, it's not the colour that's changing, it's what they're made of. I don't know if you'll hear this. Gone are the rubber red noses. Red noses have gone 100% plastic-free, plant-based red nose, and it's been launched just this year in 2021. The new red nose is made from bagasse. Don't know what that is, but I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but bagasse, a natural byproduct of sugarcane, chosen for its widely celebrated sustainable qualities. So it's made from sugarcane. Don't know if you can hear that. In keeping with the environmentally theme, the noses, which I said are available in different characters, represent the great outdoors. Hence why you've heard me mention Ladybird, Daisy, The chief, I'm not too sure what that comes into. I must try and find out what that one's about. But you can also get a squirrel, a fox, a badger, and so many more. In early 2019, Comic Relief received letters and emails from hundreds of schools and school children from across the country asking them to create a plastic-free nose to help reduce single-use plastic waste and help to protect the environment. So hearing their voices encouraged the charity to step up a gear and you change there to a sustainability plan. So I want you to bring you to now to Easton Old Parish Church, where we are an eco congregation and we're a member of Eco Congregation Scotland and have been awarded numerous awards now from Eco Congregation Scotland. And we are currently encouraging our twin church in Hungary, Zuglo Church, to consider looking to see if they could become an eco congregation, because there is now an Eco Congregation Hungary. Because God calls us to care for creation, all of creation. The water, the air, the ground, the plants, the humans, the animals, everything in creation. God calls us to care for that. That's our mission from God. And we know that lots of churches are members of eco congregations, and lots of other churches do lots of work for the environment, but aren't a member of eco congregations. But the more membership these groups have, the more power they have, the bigger the voice they have. So it's good to be able to be part of a bigger organisation. And although our church does a lot within the church and the community to help the church and the community and our community, our areas, our world, everything, we need to individually do more and to teach our families and our friends what we're up to. I would go as far as to say that some of the children today know far more than we do as adults about the environment, and they could certainly teach us a thing or two, because it is a subject and a topic that is covered quite considerably at school. So, our green group in Easton Old are currently building containers and filling them with soil at the church in readiness to plant fruit and vegetables, which can be used in the church and also for the community. And we're really thankful to Keep Scotland Beautiful for the grant that they awarded us to be able to go into this venture. And of course, when they were building the containers, that became, you're only allowed, of course, to meet one other person outdoors at this current time. Well, it's just changed last week, but at that point, so we had people working in the freezing cold out in the car park, and it was Baltic, I can assure you. But all the containers are now built and we're now getting ready to get planting. And we need to give a big shout out at this point to the Forfar Recycling Centre. Congratulations to everyone there for winning the award that they have just currently been awarded. Absolutely fantastic, and you do a great job at our recycling centre. So thank you very much, and we hope that we can support you just the way that you support us. But let's go back to Red Nose Day, which I hope you will be supporting. One of my favourite all-time older songs is Daisy, Daisy, Give Me Your Answer Do. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer do. I'm half crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the street on a bicycle made for two. Now there is a second verse which really made me fall in love with Daisy. Anyway, I'm not going to sing that one to you, but it's Daisy's answer to her fiancé, and I really like Daisy's answer. So we sing this song in our entertainment group called Accord, and Esther and Bob, I don't know where they were, but they found a little card, a blank card on the inside that you could write anything. And on the front picture, it was an older couple riding a tandem on a bike for two. And they gave it to me just for fun. And I really did laugh when I received it. But I loved it so much that I got it blown up into a bigger picture. And I hope that I'm going to show you the picture. And then I'll explain to those who are not watching us but listening to us on the telephone line what the picture is. So please don't take offence at it. But it was so funny. As I said, I got it blown up. And we take this picture with us, with our entertainment group, whenever we entertain at our various events that we go to. So in the picture, which I'm going to hold up now, is an older couple on a tandem. And I said, I don't know how much you're going to see of this. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and hold it up for you. But it is an older couple on a bike. And of course, they are stark naked, except for their shoes on the pedals. There we go. It's a bit bent, but I'm sure you get the gist of it there. And of course, we use, for the people on the phone, you'll find that it's all side on. You can't see anything at all, but it's just so much fun. And when we show it at our concerts, people really do laugh and get such smiles from people. And that's what Red Nose Day does. It brings smiles to people. So just before I finish up, I'm going to tell you a joke, because Red Nose Day, and we're going to think about making people smile. This is my joke for you. It appealed to my sense of humour, so I hope it appeals to yours too. If you've ever worked for a boss who reacts before thinking, then you're going to love this little joke. A well-known company felt it was time for a shake-up. So they employed a new chief executive officer. The new boss was determined to shake things up and get rid of all the company slackers, those that he felt weren't working properly. On a tour of the facilities, the CEO, chief executive officer, noticed a guy leaning against a wall. Now the room was full of workers and he wanted to let them know who was boss. So he said to the guy leaning casually against the wall, "How much money do you make a week?" A little surprised, the young man answered, "I make £250 a week. Why?" "Wait right here," said the CEO. He walked back into his office, came back 2 minutes later, and handed the guy £1,000 in cash. "Here's 4 weeks' pay. Now get out and don't come back." Feeling pretty good with himself, the CEO looked around the room and asked, "Now, does anyone want to tell me what that goofball did here?" And from across the room, a voice shouted, "He's the pizza delivery guy from Domino's." Go on, make someone smile today. And remember to care for our environment, just as the school children managed to persuade the Red Nose Day and Comic Relief people to change all their red noses to sustainability. So here we go, just to finish off. Oh, it's not going to stay on. They're not as comfortable as the rubber ones. There we go. God bless everyone. Have a great week.